Hello and welcome. Now, before getting into the specifics of this course, it's going to be necessary to establish a working definition of a sales funnel. Now, if you visualize how a funnel works, wide at the top, narrow at the bottom, you'll be able to understand the basic idea. A sales funnel captures a massive number of people into an opt-in or a very low-priced product. Then, through subsequent marketing efforts, some of those customers are asked to purchase more specific benefits at higher price points. Now, as a marketer, you are creating different offers after the initial offer to move buyers deeper into your own sales funnel. Now, a funnel can be executed within one launch at one point in time, which is called a vertical funnel. In other words, the buyer sees different offers after the first one to entice them to move deeper into the funnel. Information marketers have traditionally called these OTOs, which stands for one-time offers. However, now rarely these offers are presented as one-time events. They're typically presented as unique opportunities with some kind of scarcity attached to them. At the same time, a funnel can be executed over a period of time, and that's called horizontal funnels. Now, this course will focus on the launch funnel, where offers are shown one on top of the other after the buyer makes their first purchase, or a vertical funnel. Now, this course will demonstrate the steps you need to take to make sure you have a sales or launch funnel that is effective in maximizing your profit and leaks as few of your prospects and customers as possible. Now, a fully constructed sales funnel can get you the maximum profit and sales conversions from your launches and your regular business. So why are funnels important? Well, funnels definitely influence your profit. So the more people that you can move into the products that they will want for themselves that are related to their initial purchase, you'll make more for every launch. A well-constructed funnel will influence your earnings per click, and that will influence the participation that JVs will want to take with your particular launch. And as a result of that JV participation, they will enhance your reputation in the industry. There are going to be two concerns of this course. First, that your sales funnel is theoretically correct and efficient. Second, that it is fully formed to get as many customers deeper into your marketing funnel as possible. Now, with respect to the first major concern of the course, we will review the theory in the next video and discuss the theory behind an efficient structure of a launch sales funnel. After that, the course will then focus on the second major concern of the course elements of setting up a complete sales funnel in the remaining videos. That means adding all of the right components that can lead to more sales and then move more buyers into the funnel. So after the funnel fundamentals in video 2, the course will review sales page creation systems in video 3. Video 4 will discuss setting up branding and templates based on the theory. In video 5, you'll see how to set up an automated email at the point of sale. In video 6, you'll see how to create affiliate tools to match your offer. In video 7, you'll see a demonstration of remaking PDF and tutorial offers. In video 8, we'll review the thank you page for your offer. In video 9, we'll review the elements of a successful thank you page. In video 10, we'll implement an exit pop link. In video 11, we'll demonstrate how you'll collect leads during your launch. In video 12, we'll review the way to set up your upsell PayPal buttons. In video 13, we'll demonstrate how and why you need to have autoresponder follow-ups in place. In video 14, we'll demonstrate the basic social media setups and how to move your customers and prospects into your account. In video 15, we'll conclude by discussing the why of these elements and how they complete your funnel. Now, the goal of the course is that you'd be able to create a complete funnel and know why you're implementing each element. In this way, you'll be able to deviate from the fundamentals when you feel it is necessary. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video. Welcome back. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about sales funnel theory and the fundamentals that we'll be assuming. Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about sales funnel theory and the assumptions we're going to be making as we go throughout the rest of the course. There are two key elements to remember when creating your front-end offer as well as your series of upsells. First, you need to consider determining your sales funnel before you actually create the product. This will help you to answer the right questions in your front-end product with an eye toward what you will create for the back end. Second, you need to make sure to stick with the same theme throughout your product funnel. This will keep the buyer in the right frame of mind once they purchase the front-end product. For example, if you're solving a problem with webinars, then your upsell should focus not only on the word webinars, but also solve the same problem. Your first concern should be how you're going to sell the product. So, the front-end product should solve a primary need, and in some cases, you may need to split that product into two pieces, one in the front end and one in the back end. So the basic level will be for most users, which is the solution that has the most mass appeal. The advanced section should be for more serious users, and that's what your upsell will go into. Now, the front-end offer should have mass appeal and is designed to get the maximum number of people through the front door. Now, you need to have a lot of value to solve that primary problem. So then, the key to transitioning to creating an upsell is that the entire sales funnel should be linked together. And when you're doing that linking, when you start creating upsells, the upsell should actually enhance the user's experience. It should bring them closer to their dream or solving their problem. It should make solving the problem easier by enhancing what they already picked up on the front end. And it should take them to the next level that the front end product actually takes them to. For example, a typical upsell would be a template-based solution. So where you explained how to do something in the front end, you're going to actually give them templates that they can fill in the blanks and get started right away. A second offer. So in some cases where you are selling perhaps PLR, where their primary motive is to generate profit with the front end, you can give them another offer to double their profit. You can give them an automated solution. So where in the front end, you taught them how to solve a problem, and then in the back end, you give them some kind of automated or software solution that will help them to speed up the process. Whatever your topic is, you want to stay on the message throughout the funnel. The message of the overall concept should stay the same. And it has to be related to the front end when you're creating an upsell. So don't try to change their minds. Don't try to get them to think differently about the solution that you're presenting in the front end. If they had a mindset when they entered the funnel or they purchased the first product, you need to keep them in that mind frame. Keep them in the mind frame of trying to solve the problem that you invited them to solve by purchasing your front end product. And you have to also understand that the JVs pre-sold your front end. So they've already told them and put people in the mindset of solving the problem. So you do best with your funnel by keeping people in that same mindset with your upsell. So whatever your front end product actually solved and did, your upsell should be tightly related in solving the same problem or helping them to get to the same goal. And those are the assumptions that you want to make as we go through creating the various elements of your sales funnel and making sure that all the gaps are plugged. You need to make sure that your funnel is structured correctly and that it is structured theoretically sound so that people will actually purchase what it is that you put together on the page. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Hello and welcome. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about your sales page system and how it fits into what you're going to be doing when you create the elements of your sales funnel. Now, during this course, we're going to be using the Optimized Press system, which is a WordPress plugin of page building. However, you do not have to use Optimized Press to do any of the things that we're going to be talking about in this course. You can use a cloud-based system like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages, or you can use other WordPress plugins like InstaBuilder. What you're looking at right now is an editing screen from Optimized Press, and what's important about any page building system that you're going to be using, especially to create funnels over multiple products, are a couple of things. First, you need to be able to add and interchange header elements whenever you see it necessary or when you need to change things because something may or may not necessarily be converting. You need to easily be able to add elements from other pages, and as you can see here, you can clone certain elements, and you can do this in just about all the paging systems that I've mentioned. You can clone elements in one page and you can take them over and move them into another page, and that's important when you have to retain continuity between your offers. Lastly, you need to be able to add scripts to whatever paging system you're going to be using. In some cases, you're going to want to use a retargeting script. In other cases, you're going to want to use an exit pop, but you need to be able to add scripts to your pages so that you'll be able to maximize your sales funnel. And you should also be able to restore different pages from their previous state. Now again, you can do this in all the page building systems that we've mentioned, but this is important because you're going to need to make changes. Sometimes you're going to need to revert back to the original page if you find that something is not converting in the way that you want it to convert. So all of these pages can be created within HTML. However, it's very difficult to create them quickly and to make changes quickly. And so it's recommended that you use one of the paging systems that you feel most comfortable with, or one that's like OptimizePress, ClickFunnels, InstaBuilder, Lead Pages, something where you can make and add in different elements to make your sales funnel work. And so throughout the course, we're going to be using some of the basic page building functions in OptimizePress, although you can use any page building system you want. We're not going to use any premium systems, and in some cases, you'll be able to find better templates in the system you're already using. Lastly, this will not be a course on OptimizePress, so we will not get into the fine points of what you need to do with OptimizePress in order to make these things work. In each and every case, you'll need to find a very simple solution within your page building system. The most important thing is that you understand the what and the why to why we're putting the pages together that we are doing. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about branding and templates between your front-end product and then your upsell. Now you're looking at what could be considered to be a front-end template that we'd be using for a sales page. And what's going to be important is that when you structure this front-end product as well as your upsell, that you keep continuity visually in both the header and the footer. So in OptimizePress, this really is a matter of going into the navigational area and adding in a header. Now, you'll notice that you're going to have a logo, but we're going to actually get rid of the logo and we're going to keep continuity between the products. So what we've done is we've implemented a header. We've also entered, and we're also going to stretch that header across the page. Now, what's going to be important about this is that we want to do this on all of our pages. So we don't want to change our header for the upsell. We don't want to change our header for the second upsell. We want to make sure that visually, when the buyer moves from page to page and they start to see the different offers, we want to maintain continuity that this is all going to be part of the same offer. It keeps the continuity that we are talking about the same subject. And this is something that, once again, isn't difficult to do, but it's a discipline that you and I need to continue to focus on because, again, it keeps the buyer focused on the same subject that we have been talking about at the very beginning. In OptimizePress, we want to do the same thing with the footer area. We want to make sure that the footer area is going to be consistent throughout all of our pages. And you want to test whether or not having a footer versus not having a footer there may necessarily either cause conversions to drop or cause conversions to increase. But regardless of what you do, you want to be consistent and you want to lean toward having a header versus not having a header there. And these are going to be very easy to implement throughout the paging system that you're using. Just make sure that it is consistent throughout the page system. Let's say that you decide also to use a branding image. This again should be consistent throughout the funnel. Now, one of the things that you want to be aware of is that you will always have different shots inside of any bundle that you are going to be purchasing or selling. And so when you do that, if you're going to be selling something that reflects magazine style or reflects a notebook style, then you want to have that in there. But if you're not going to have that in there, then you don't want to have these elements as part of your branding. Once again, what you're trying to do is you're trying to communicate in the background, you're trying to communicate psychologically exactly what your customer is going to be getting. And so you want to emphasize the things they are going to be getting, but you don't want to throw anything into an image that's going to confuse them and be contrary to the words that are going to be on the page. So again, if you're going to have all these elements as part of your package, then again, make sure that that's going to be in the sales copy. But if it's not going to be, then don't have those elements in there. Redo the branding image so that what's going to be part of the package is actually going to match the sales copy and what people are going to actually be getting. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about the squeeze page setup. Now, regardless of what page building system you're going to be using, you're going to be asked to connect your autoresponder, and you're going to ask to connect some kind of giveaway or report here. And the key in making this work for the entire sales funnel is once again going to be consistency. You are going to write a headline, and so that headline needs to be consistent with the theme that you're going to be talking about throughout your funnel. You want to bring people into the funnel based on solving the problem that you're going to be talking about throughout your sales funnel when they do actually buy. You'll notice here that the optimized press page building system allows you to put a logo here. But does the logo necessarily keep people on theme? Is that going to matter to people who actually want to solve a specific problem? And this is going to be the case where you might decide to take this logo out. You might even decide to put the header in, or at least the same color header that the rest of your sales funnel is going to be. You're going to have the opportunity to change the text on the button. And once again, now, do you want to get instant access, or is that necessarily going to be important to the person that actually wants to solve the problem? When you can, you want to make a connection between the solution to the goal, to the dream, or wherever it is that your customer is actually going to be trying to get to, and what you actually put on this button. Once again, the consistency is going to be important, and you don't necessarily want to just focus on the actual words. So once again, we talk about webinars. It's not just about webinars. It's webinars that help us to get to the goal. If the goal in our product funnel is going to be to make sales on autopilot, then we want to talk about that someplace in this button. But if the goal is to set up webinars, then that's when we're going to use the word webinar. So again, we are focusing on the theme that we're going to be using every place on the setup page. Now, we are also going to get the opportunity in some cases to write some additional copy here as to what the person is going to receive once they get our giveaway. Now, once again, when we do this, we're talking about the benefits and what life is going to look like once they actually get their problem solved. We are going to be talking about what the guide is going to actually do. So we're still staying on message. We're still staying on theme. This is going to come back to one of the reasons why you want to design your funnel first, and then come back and design some of the materials. This is going to be consistent with the theme as well as what your product is going to do eventually once they've gone through the process and then they've actually made the purchase. And we have two choices when we actually opt in the person. We can actually send them to a thank you page that's going to tell them to check their email, or we can send them direct to an offer from here. And once again, this is going to be something that you're going to want to test to see which is going to get you the most sales, which is going to drive people deeper into your marketing funnel. Now, in the next video, we're going to be talking about that sales page, but you can actually put in here so that as soon as a person puts their name and email address in, they're going to be sent the confirmation, and then we decide what they're going to see next. And in most cases, we're going to go ahead and put the thank you page in here. But in some cases, you might want to have them see an offer, because if you're using double opt-in, they may or may not opt in. They may or may not complete the process. Unless they really want our giveaway, we may or may not get to see them or speak to them any other time. So this might be the only time to put the best offer in front of them. Once again, this is going to have to be a test as to which one is going to work better for you. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.